The science of persuasion, the sixth principle of influence. If you are a digital marketer, if you are a digital asset owner, or if you are any person who wants to build an influence and sell your products and services to the people, then this is the right video. Okay, so this particular six principles I have adopted from the book called, or from the famous person called Robert Cialdini. So he was the person who introduced the sixth principle of influence and how you can persuade a person to purchase your products and services. Hi there, this is Kuldeep Iregodu. I'm a serial entrepreneur and founder of Blitz Networking Hub. So today I'll be discussing or decoding about the science of persuasion, how you can persuade your people or how you can persuade a person to purchase your products and services. If not that, then how you can become that influence or how you can become a brand by influencing your own stuff. Okay, so I'll be using a mind map to decode the six principles and how you can become that lead magnet on your own. Okay, so let us quickly jump into the mind map and decode all these six principles. Before that, I want you to please like to this particular video, hit the subscription button and forward this particular video to as many people as possible, because you never know, anyone in your circle might become useful for them. So please forward this particular video to as many people as possible. That is going to bring you a sort of influence for you as well. Okay, so with that, let us quickly jump into the mind map and decode. See, the science of persuasion, the sixth principle of influence. Now, what all we are covering today? See, the introductory part I have already briefly introduced, given you the introduction. Once again, I'll just introduce about this particular principle. The role of psychology in marketing. Principle 1, the reciprocity. Principle 2, commitment and consistency. Principle 3 is social proof. Principle 4 is authority. Principle 5 is liking. Principle 6 is scarcity. Finally, the conclusion part. Now, see why science of persuasion is important. Why persuasion is important. See, in today's digital era, the attention span is very, very less. Now, people are just, most of the time they are spending on social media. They keep on scrolling the social media. They keep on scrolling the Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, whatever it is. Now, in order to persuade them, how you can persuade them? There is the catch. Initially itself, or wherever you are marketing your products, how you can catch them or how you can make their attention span. So that is the very, very important role. How you can persuade that. Let us understand one by one. Now, the role of psychology in marketing. Now, what is that? The role of psychology. Why psychology plays or key importance in marketing? See, understanding human behavior enhances marketing effectiveness. You need to understand the human behavior, how their behavior works. Say, for example, if you have got a particular product or services, now you need to make certain research how particular person's behavior works in terms of your products, in terms of your services. You need to understand that. Once you understand that, then 90% of your problem is solved. 90% of people, they will just start going and buying your products or services. So understanding the human behavior plays a vital role. That means you need to understand their emotion. You need to understand their psychological needs. Only then you should be able to sell easily and effectively, right? Now, intersection of psychology and digital marketing. As I said, you need to understand their emotional tone. Once you understand their emotional tone, there is an intersection of psychology and digital marketing. So this is the key role or key aspect in whatever the products you are selling or whatever the products or services you are selling or giving to your consumers. Okay. Now, intersection of psychology and digital marketing plays a vital role. With the help of these six principles, we will understand how we can break that jinx and take this, or you will be able to become an influencer person, right? So the principle 1 is reciprocity. What do you mean by reciprocity? See, reciprocity is something when you are obligated. Say, when you give something and you are obligated to reciprocate for that. Okay, now there are two aspects. One is people feel obligated to return favor. See, whenever you give a favor, they feel obligated to return that particular favor. Now, how you can encash that? We will understand that. The second one is how business can use this principle by offering free trials, samples, or valuable content. Now you need to keep giving a lot of values. You need to keep giving them trials. You need to keep giving them samples. When you give these samples or trials, they are obligated to return a favor. Now how they will return a favor? They will end up in purchasing your products. They'll end up taking up your services. Hope I am very clear, right? Now, the second principle is commitment and consistency. Now, what do you mean by commitment and consistency? See, once you are committed to a particular product or a services or a brand, if you take for an example, so they become loyal, they become commitment, and they become consistent. So there are two steps here. One is, once people commit, they are more likely to follow throughout. Okay, I'll explain you in detail. Second one is methods to encourage commitments like subscription model or loyalty programs or something like that. Now, we will come from the second step. Method or models to encourage them to loyalty program. Once you decide, or once you coin a loyalty program for your people or for your consumer or for your students or whatever it is, then what happens? They are committed. They are committed to follow you. They keep on just follow you. Whatever you offer, say level 1, level 2, level 3, that is how people, they become loyal, and that is how it keeps on going. That you have to give them the commitment, and you have to give them that consistency. When you give the commitment, people will become consistency. When you are consistent enough to impact their life, when you are consistent enough in solving a particular problem, they are committed enough to keep purchasing from you, to keep availing your services and products and whatever it is. Yes. So that was the second principle. So the third principle is social proof. Now, you need to have a social proof. What do you mean by social proof? Social proof is that, see, anyone will not come and buy from you or take your services. You need to have some authority. We will have authority in the fourth principle, but you need to have some social presence. People tend to do things they see other doing. That means when you keep on coming on the social media, when your face is seen on the social media, when you are talking something about the social media, people tend to do things they see others doing. See, if others sees that, yes, he is purchasing from this particular person, he is purchasing this particular product, or he is having this kind of influence, people will tend to do that. They see others and they follow others, right? The power of testimonial will help here. Reviews and social media influencers in creating trust and influencing buyers' decision. See, once you have that social proof of testimony or reviews by others who have already used your products or services, if they have already given the lot of information, it can be a bad review, or it can be a negative review, or it can be a positive review, doesn't matter. Once people see those reviews, or people start, or if your products or services is associated with an influencer, say for example, if you take Mahendra Singh Dhoni, he was promoting Boost. If you take any other person, Sachin Tendulkar for the batteries, or I mean the UPS and home battery system and stuff like that, I need not mention the brand here. So people, they resonate that. People, they know that others are purchasing, the influencer is giving or suggesting us to go ahead with this particular products or services, then they immediately go and purchase that particular products or services. That is nothing but your social proof. So you need to create your social proof. You are your own brand identity for your own products and services. So it is left to you how you have to create your social proof. Okay. Now, with that, the fourth principle is authority. Authority is having an online presence. When you have an online presence, when you have authoritative nature, then it becomes easy for you to influence people. It becomes easy. People follow credible, knowledgeable experts. You have to become that expert. When you are already expert in particular products and services, and you know how you can influence them, how you can solve a particular problem, or how you can influence people, then automatically the people will follow, and that credibility gets established. Yes. How businesses can build authority through expert, content, endorsement, and certification. These are the three things. One is content. You need to keep on creating content around your products, around your services, or what business you want to help, or how you are able to solve a particular problem to the people. Endorsements. You can bring endorsements, and certifications. You can also bring certifications, say like ISO certification, ISI certification, or some endorsement by some influential people or something like that. All these give you an authority in your products and services. Hope you're making notes, and if not, please make notes and see to that you are learnt about this or you become an influencer very soon, right? Now, with that, the fifth principle is liking. There are two things. What do you mean by liking? Your more tendency towards liking a particular product and services. That means you're becoming loyal. That means you are choosing a brand, right? There are two things. One is people are easily persuaded by those they like or find attractive. That means people are easily persuaded that they like whatever they like. When you give them, they get persuaded. That is the simple meaning of liking, right? The second one is the role of relatable branding and personalized communication in increasing likability. That means you need to relate the brand. Whatever brand you are supposed to be giving to your products or giving to your customers, you need to relate that brand to, and you need to personalize that with communication that will enhance or increase the likability of your products and services. Hope you understood, right? Now, sixth one is scarcity. What do you mean by scarcity? Scarcity means creating limited editions. That means your limited availability increases its desirability. Whenever there is a scarcity of products or services, say if you say I have only got 5 seats, I have only got 6 seats, or I have only got 10 products to sell, then that kind of scarcity increases their desirability to purchase. Now they want to have I want to immediately grab this opportunity. I want to take this. I don't want to lose out. That is the kind of scarcity you need to develop so that people keep on buying from you, right? So hope these were the 6 principles, and this is one of the most important, these are the 6 most important principles which you need to adopt in your business strategy. That way you'll be able to persuade people in purchasing your products and services. 6 principles of influence. Okay. Now, finally, conclusion. You need to experiment with these strategies in your own marketing efforts. Whatever the marketing strategies you are following or whatever the marketing things you are doing, you need to experiment all these 6 principles and see to that you will have a proper influence in place. Okay. Now, what next? Now, in case if you want to learn more about your marketing, if you want to learn more about digital asset product business and stuff like that, then join Blitz Networking Hub. The joining link for the same is www.blitznetworking.com. So this is the joining link. You can just join this particular link and I'll see to you that whatever the products you are purchasing or whatever the things you want to do inside the Blitz Networking Hub, you're free to do, and you can attend my live webinar where I decode the 6 aspects of life and 5 important influential building inside the Blitz Networking Hub. This is Kuldeep Iragodu signing off until we meet again in the next video. Thank you. Have a great time. Bye-bye.